Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the dreaded freshman 15. I came into freshman year of college on my college track team. I was doing workouts probably 5 days a week. If not, I was at a meet. Either way, I was getting at least 5 days of exercise in a week. This is what I looked like when I started college, my freshman year, and this is what I looked like at the end of my freshman year. Even though I was an athlete, I was so terrified of the freshman 15. Half of me didn't really believe that it was true, and half of me believed that I was gonna gain 15 or more pounds. I didn't know what to believe. I didn't really do any research. I kind of just trusted that being on a sports team was enough, but I definitely wish I would have instilled some of these healthy habits into my life throughout college a little bit sooner. Now to start, I just want to say that the freshman 15 is basically a myth. I have done my research and a couple of different studies have shown a couple of different things. One of them states that actually freshmen gain an average of 7.5 pounds, not 15. Another study I found showed that 1 in 4 college freshmen gain an average of 5% of their total body weight, which is around an average of 10 pounds. But no matter what the studies show, it is no secret that freshmen all around the globe absolutely dread freshman 15. There are a couple of reasons why you could start to see a weight gain once you get into your first year of college. So today I'm going to talk about those reasons that you could be gaining weight and give you tips on how to combat them so that you stay away from the freshman 15, the freshman 7.5, or the freshman 10. One of the biggest reasons that you could be seeing a weight gain when you first come to college is because you're developing new eating habits. Almost all college campuses have a buffet-styled cafeteria. This means you can go up for as many rounds as you want. 4 pieces of cake, 3 pieces of fried chicken, 6 slices of pizza. You can literally eat as much as you want and it only counts as 1 meal swipe. A lot of college campuses also offer fast food options. My college campus, for example, does have a Starbucks and a Chick-fil-A on campus. And if you are not eating on campus, your options off of campus is either going to the grocery store, which we're college students, we're on a budget and healthy food is more expensive, or you're just eating out all of the time. Ways to combat this is once you get into the cafeteria, if you have a buffet style, look through all of your options and see what's worth eating and what isn't. Then make a mental note in your head. Am I hitting each and every food group? Am I having protein, carbs, vegetables, fruit, dairy throughout this meal? If your entire plate is loaded up with carbs, maybe try switching out some carbs for different alternatives. Try to only go up for 1 round of each meal. For example, if they have chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn, make sure you only get 1 round instead of, say, 3. It's so easy as a college student when you are paying thousands of dollars for a meal plan to want to get your money's worth. So wanting to get the most out of that 1 meal swipe, but I'm telling you, the calories that you're going to be consuming is not worth it. Another reason you could be gaining weight when you first come to college is due to drinking alcoholic beverages. Now, I am not encouraging underage drinking. Drinking is meant to be done for those who are 21 years or older, but it does happen when you are on a college campus, and I am not in any way promoting this. It is a huge part of gaining weight. A lot of these alcoholic beverages are high in carbs, high in sugars, and high in calories. So if you're choosing to consume a lot of calories in these alcoholic beverages, you're consuming empty calories. They're not giving you energy. They aren't fueling your body. They're just empty. They're empty calories, they're empty sugars, they're empty carbs, and that can only lead to bad things. I have also read in multiple different studies that drinking can actually lead to lowering muscle tissue. There's a bunch of science behind it that if you literally just Google, does alcohol cause muscle loss? A bunch of different things will come up. I am not a doctor, I am not in nutrition, much rather leave that to Google to explain, but it is proven. I think the third biggest reason why college students gain weight is due to a lack of exercise. If you come from playing sports in high school and you come to college and all of a sudden you're not on a sports team, you're missing that exercise that you would normally get from practice and games. It can be very hard for kids of any age to transition out of playing sports. Whether you stop playing sports in middle school, high school, college, pro level even. It's very difficult to find a new way to introduce exercise into your life. I highly recommend, if you are fresh out of playing a sport and you need ideas on how to be active, or if you simply just don't have a current favorite method of exercise, to just toy around with what you like to do. Do you like to cycle? Do you like to go for walks? Do you like to run, weightlift, yoga, Pilates? There's so many different ways that you can get your body moving. I think it's so important you find whatever is going to work for your body as well as make you happy. But the reality is, when you transition to college, you are most likely taking 5 classes each semester, which adds to a lot of time spent in class, a lot of time doing homework, studying for tests. You're also trying to make a bunch of new friends your first semester. It can be very hard to find time to get exercise in. In a study, 49% of the 90,000 college students did not meet the recommended exercise guidelines. So even though you are super busy and it may seem really hard to find time to exercise, there are ways that you can get it in. Whether if you have to wake up a little earlier in the morning, if you have to go exercise between classes. One thing I highly recommend is, if you have a big test or something to study for that test while sitting on a bike and biking, or while walking on a treadmill and just getting in a nice walk. Michigan State University actually found a link between exercise and a higher GPA. Exercise actually increases the number of brain cells in your hippocampus. Your hippocampus controls the formation, retention, and the recall of information. Therefore, not only will exercising potentially lead to higher grades, but it's a great way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Between introducing new eating habits, possibly underage drinking, and just plain old not having enough time, those are my top 3 things I think lead to a weight increase during your freshman year of college. But there are other things to consider, such as, are you eating breakfast? Now, if you are not a morning person like me and you have an 8 a.m., you are not going to want to wake up to go to the cafeteria to eat breakfast before your 8 a.m. But skipping breakfast can actually decrease your energy levels, it can decrease your metabolism, and those who are shown to skip breakfast also are shown to eat less throughout the day. This may seem like a good thing because you are trying to avoid weight gain. However, if your body is under-fueled, therefore not meeting the amount of calories needed to sustain your everyday body functions, your body will actually enter survival mode and will start packing on fat. Another big thing once you get to college is snacking. You get hungry throughout the day. You may not want to go to the cafeteria and waste 3 meal swipes every single day, and so you resort to snacking. Sometimes I've even been guilty of snacking instead of going to lunch. And like I said, being a college student, we are usually on a budget. So buying healthy snacks is usually not our go-to. But I'm telling you, spending the extra money on healthy alternative snacks is so much better than sitting around eating potato chips every single day, especially if you're in the other categories of not having enough time to exercise, already not having a good diet, and drinking on top of it. Another thing you can control is your water intake each and every day. I aim between half a gallon to a gallon of water every single day. Sometimes I'm in that range, sometimes I'm over, sometimes I'm under, but it is just a target goal for me to hit each and every day. I have been super mindful of my water intake, I'd say throughout the past 9 months. It's so easy as a college student to neglect drinking your water because you are so busy running back and forth from class to eating, studying, wanting to be with your friends, trying to get your exercise in, and unfortunately, taking a couple sips of water is usually one of the first and easiest things to neglect. Another thing is, please make sure you are getting your 8 hours of sleep. I have heard horror stories of people waiting the last minute to study for a test. They're up till 4 in the morning every day studying. Then they have to go to class at 8, 9 in the morning. It's just a recipe for disaster. Within our body, we have a hormone called leptin. Leptin suppresses your appetite and encourages your body to spend energy. However, sleep deprivation actually decreases your leptin levels, which can increase your appetite and actually makes your body expend less calories per day. If you're not getting enough sleep, your body will also increase the amount of cortisol production. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and unfortunately, cortisol can trigger hunger. So not getting enough sleep is going to cause all these different hormonal imbalances that will actually cause you to eat more and burn less calories. Try to practice healthy eating habits. Make sure you're getting enough sleep every night. Make sure you're getting enough water intake. Make sure that you are making time for yourself and prioritizing exercise. And try not to engage in underage drinking. However, if you are going to participate in underage drinking, there are healthier alternatives such as seltzer drinks and not drinking malt beverages that are super high in carbs and sugar. I hope this video not only gave you a little bit more insight of why people put on the freshman 15 or 7 or 10, but also a way to combat gaining weight. This is a challenging time for every current college student, high school student, all the way down to elementary school. Everybody is trying to adjust to this new time and this first full new school year during a global pandemic. It's okay to not exercise every day. It's okay to have cheat meals. It's okay if you have days where you sleep too much or you sleep too little. We're all doing the best that we can, but I know coming into freshman year, I was super nervous about gaining the freshman 15, and I figured that on top of everything going on in this world, if you could just find a couple healthy tips to not gain weight, anything that is going to take the stress off of your mind and your body during this crazy time, I figured would help. I hope to keep doing informational videos like this for you guys. Comment down below if there's anything you want to see. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.